So this is the Codeforces contest. This is the video solution for yesterday's Codeforces contest. Codeforces are global round 11. I'll just explain the answers from A to E. So the first question is that you have given an integers, you have given an array. You have to create another array which is a arrangement, the different arrangement of the given array, such that any prefix sum should not be 0. So here the answer is simple. Just calculate the, first of all, calculate the total sum. Say if it is 0, definitely the prefix sum, it has to be 0. The prefix, one of the prefix will be 0. That will be like sum of all the array, sum of the all the elements in the P, where k equal to n. For k equal to n, so for sum equal to 0, answer is what you have to just written. Yeah, answer is no. If sum is greater than 0, answer will be yes. And the way that you should do is, we should arrange the arrangement of array A is first put all the positive numbers in array A. Then just first put the positive numbers in array A, then put the negative numbers in array A to B. Actually, first we'll put all the positive numbers in array to B. Then we'll push all the negative numbers into array B. So we push. So first push all the positive numbers in array A to the array B. Similarly, after that push all the negative numbers from array to array B. Then push the if any 0 elements in array A to B. If there is zeros in A. So what here? So why is so? Because since we are pushing all the positive numbers, there will not be any 0. There will be no prefix after. There will be no prefix whose sum is 0. While once we push all the positive numbers, while pushing the negative number, the sum is going to decrease, but it will decrease only up to certain a number which will be greater than 0, because the total sum is greater than 0. So once while we pushing the negative number, the prefix numbers is going to decrease. So at the end it will decrease to the sum. So it will be still greater than 0, and we push the 0, the prefix sign does not change, so it will be greater than 0 for all. In case if sum is less than 0, we'll just push the first. We do the same thing. Instead of positive number, we push the negative numbers. So we'll first push the negative numbers, and they will push the positive number. So while we pushing the negative number, prefix sum is going to decrease. When we push the positive number, the prefix sum is going to increase, but it will not cross the 0, because total sum is negative, will be negative. So it is gonna increase till sum. So let us go through a drill test case. Given array is say 1 2, what it is like 1 minus 2 3 minus 4, minus 2 3 and minus 4. So what I do here is that since the sum is 1 plus minus 2, which is minus 1, plus 3 plus minus 4, which is be minus 2. So like 4 minus 3, which is minus 1, 3 minus 4 minus 1, and 2 minus 1 minus 2 minus 1. So it's equal to minus 2. Sorry. So since sum is minus 2, we're gonna go through. We're gonna do the second. We will do the second. We'll do this algorithm. So we will first push it. So array will first push negative numbers. so which is minus 2 minus 4, then we'll push the positive number, so 1 3. And if you see the prefix sum, so here it is minus 2 and minus 6, prefix sum here 8, and then like minus 6 plus 1 it is going to increase, which is like minus 5, and minus 5 3 minus 2, so it's going to increase till the sum. So take another example where example is greater than 0. Sorry, it's 1, yeah, I'll just copy here. So here the prefix sum, here it is 1 minus 1 1 minus 1 1, so 1 minus 1 1 minus 1 1. So array B will be, the sum will be, which is like there are like 3 ones and 2 minus 1, so eventually sum is 1. So we'll push, since the sum is greater than 0, we'll first push the positive numbers. So here it is 1, then we'll push 1, then 1, then minus 1, then minus 1. Since okay, we push the minus 1, so here if we do the prefix sum, here it is 1 2 3, and then it will gonna decrease, so 2 and 1, so it is gonna decrease, but it will decrease only up to the sum, so all the positive numbers are greater than 0. So I think the solution is pretty easy. There is no need for seeing the code. So let us go to the second question. So chess cheater. Next question is B chess cheater. So here it looks like, yeah, so we are given a string of length n, and we are given k, a number which is less than n or equal to n. So and we are given a string which is consisting of only w and l. So where w represents win and where l represents lose, and each w will get 1 point, and each w will get 2 points if the previous character is w. For suppose here say the first w will get 1 point, then the second w will get l will get 0 points, w will get 1 point 0, and since the first w will get 1 point and the second w will get 2 points, then it's like l, then it's, so you get 0 points, then it's w, you get 1 point, it's l, you get 0 points. So given this string and k, we can change at max k, we can flip at max k l to w, because or w to l, so we can flip at most k times, and we have to get the maximum score possible. So the first of all, we have to understood that no use in changing w to l, because it's just losing the points, and it is not going to make any it does not make into going to make the score better. So only we do l to w. So in what way we have to do l to w? So first of all, we'll break the string into two parts. One part is that, so for the string will have some l, and then there is a w, then again l, and there is a w, then again some l's, then again w, and like at the end there is some l's. So initially there are some l's, and there is some w, then there are some l's, again w, some l's, then again w, and finally it will end with some l's. So here the number of l's can be 0. I mean, it might not end with l, it might end with w, but so our target is to first make the l to w in between, or w after w it can come w. So first make the w in between, because if you make l to w, just write to any of the w, you will get the 2 points. So similarly, like if you make here W, you will get 2 points. But once you make the in between two W's, there are, let's suppose say 3 L's. So like here, and we change here to L2W, we got 2 points. L2W we got 2 points. Again the third L2W we got 2 points. But if you see the for next W, because of the previous W it got 2 points. Initially the score was 1, but because of that we got 2 points. So it is better to make first L's which are in between two W's, in between a W's, wins, in between, I mean wins. So there may you say like there are like different, you know, different between two L's there are different number of L's. So which to make first? It is better to make first whose the number of L's between two W's are less, because say that yeah, say you have 3 L's here and you have 6 L's. So yeah, here we have 3 L's and here we have 3 L's in between two W's, and we have 6 L's. And what we have is that we can let us say that k equal to 6. In this case, you'll just first of all, if you make the all the these 3 L's to W and these 3 L's to W, for each W you will get 1 point, but also you will get point for these two W's, the W here and the W here. So it is better to make the W, but if you make the W, these 6 L's to W, then you will get the extra point, extra W with the 2 points here only. So it is better to first make the L to W. So first we will make the L to W in so first we will make L to W between two W's whose number of L's are less. So what we gonna do is here, first make L to W where L's are in between two W's. So which L to make W? So first make in the order of, here make in the order of minimum L's between two W's. So yeah, and once we finish that, we have remaining with the edge L's which are at the end meaning L which are at end and the start and the end of the string. So and we'll make those things make to W. So here we have to observe that between two W's there are say X L's, X times. So if you make all of them W, if I make all X to W, then you know we'll get the points 2 into X plus 1. So like for each L you will get W point, but see if you make all the L to X, L to W, then the W which is just after those X L's will also get one more point. Like initially we have because of that we have only 1 point, but since we made all the x w will make 1 more point, so we'll get 2x plus 1. So we have say here if number of L's at the end, x equal to number of L's at the end, and you can make x points, you can make 2x points or whatever, yes, just 2x points. But like in between say but while changing L to W, you'll the number of flips that you can make going to decrease, right? So in case we'll do this thing like this. If x is less than k, what we do is points increase by, so first here I have to first calculate the points. Calculate the points. 1 for W, 4 W, and 2 for first W. So 1 for the W which does not have previous character as L. Sorry. Similarly, 2 points for the W which have the previous character for W which have the previous character as W only. Oh, sorry, so the previous character as W only. Sorry. So 1 point for a W which does not have the previous character as W, and 2 points for W which does have the previous character as W. So in case if x is less than k, that you can make all the x to W, and number of points you can get is 2x plus 1. And similarly you can make you have to decrease the x. Similarly, if say if x is greater than or equal to k, then if x is less than or equal to k, and if x is greater than k, we just make at max 2 into k. We cannot fill all the L's, so for each L we'll get k point, 2 points, and yes, that's the thing. So next, the number of L's you can make at max 2 into k if k is less than x, or 2 into x if x is less than k. So whichever is smaller we can make at max this much points. And just fourth step will just return the points. So I think this was fine. Let us go to the code now. I hope you understood that. Or let us go with an example. So which one we should choose? See, let us say this one. So let us say string s equal to, we have wl, and we have wll. So first of all we'll try, and we have k equal to 2, so you can make the two true trip. So we have first the L between these two. I will calculate the points. So points will be like 2 W's, which will get 1 point, so 2. Now because of L in between these L, the L between two L's, you will get like you can make the L to W, and since x equal to 1, we can just 2 into 1 plus 1. So which will like 2 plus 3 would be 5, which will like points. Then you have k equal to 1 only. You use one of the flip, and in the remaining you have 2 L's at the end. So each you have like points equal to, you can just at max increase by minimum of 2 into 1 comma 2 into 2. So points will be, so it will add by 2, minimum of 2 comma 4, which will add by 2, so 5 plus 2, which will be 7. So answer it would be 7. Yes, it is 7. So let us go to the code now. So the question is like we have given a test cases, right? So sorry. So we are given a test cases. This is just for taking the input. Don't worry about this thing. We'll just take the entity. We'll take the number of test cases. And we'll solve the each test case differently. And then we have to take the input string, the length of the string, and the number of flips that at max, the number of flips that you can make, then the string. First of all, we have to we have to calculate the points. Yes. Now yes, points will be increased by 1 if s of I equal to w. But in case if if the previous character is also in case if previous character is also w, we'll just to increase the points by 1 again, like basically we increasing the points by 2. So first we calculate the points, then we have to first make the L to W, which in between, first we have to make the L to W between two W's. So I will store, so I will just take the first W, I will calculate the index for the first W. So which will be 0, and similarly I calculate the index for the last W. So initially in default it will be m1 minus 1. So no, sorry. So while x of first w is equal to L, I just increase the index of first w. In case if all are so, in case if index first w is equal to L, so it seems all are L, and at max you can do is that at max at max that you can make is all k L's to 1, so it would be like 2 into k minus 1. So what if k equal to 0? So you should not get the minimum points, right? So maximum of 0 comma 2 into k minus 1. So this is a base condition. All else are 1. Okay, if all the characters are just is equal to, so in case if that is not true, then I'll just I'll find the last w, index of last w minus 1. So once I do that, the number of L's at the end, at the end, start and end, or at the corners, I would say, would be total string minus index of last w, index of first w plus 1. So in the number of L's at the corners will be calculated by this method. So once I do that, what I should do here, to calculate between two WLs what are the what are the number of L's. So what I do is that into q equal to p plus 1 till L. So till s of q equal to L, I'll just plus q. So at the end I will make q equal to q. So you see that now s of q equal to w, right? And s of p is equal to w, because we'll going through between two L's, and we just store in a multi-set, because first, so what we are doing is we are basically storing all the x's multi-set. What I should name it is good L between, right? L between w's. So L between w's. Oh, LBW. That's a good name, yeah. LBW. So we'll just push insert q minus p plus 1. Q minus p minus 1. So these are the number of L's in between. But what if like q minus p minus 1 is 0, not equal to 0? Then only we'll do that. like that is like two W's are adjacent here. So yeah, and that's it. We made the p equal to q at the end, and now we have to see the maximum points you can get. So what I would do is that first I will try to make, try to make all LBW, all the elements in the LBW to L. So while it is not empty, in case this case, we'll just take the first we'll take the LBW minimum element from it. As I said, like we are going to make L2W. We're going to make L2W from minima L's. Two W's. Yeah, so we took the element and just we're gonna remove that element from this. So dot erase I just erased that point. Then what? In case if x is less than k, I will just increase the points by 2 into x plus 1, and I will just decrease the number of flips by x. Else, what you can do, or equal to x is less than k, or the number of points is increased by 2 into k. I would make k equal to 0. So in this case, I should break it. Like I cannot make all the elements of LBWs to W. So that's it. We break there, and we might remain with the sum of the case. So then we'll just increase the points by minimum of 2 into k, number of flips that you can make at max. And for each of the flip, you'll get 2 points, but like you can make only up to number of L corners. Number of L's at the corners are less than even k that you left, that number of flips that you left after making all the L's between LBW. So whichever the minimum, I just added 2 points, and I will just print out the points now. Yeah, that's a B. That's a question B. That's pretty much else. So now let us go to the next question. Just see here. Hard work of yeah. Okay, yeah. So this was a little bit not like tricky question, I would say. The hard work of paparazzi, PA, what it is, paparazzi, whatever it is. Okay. Paparazzi, yeah. So this question is, I will take this next. So yeah, so what it is like. So yeah, we initially at like the question is like we have a grid which is kind of like this. We are initially at the point here 1, 1. The celebrities come and go at some particular time instance at every the intersection point. So basically these are the intersection points, yeah. So basically you have from like each point will represent by each point, the each intersection point is represented by x and y, and we have a constraint that x is less than or equal to r, you know, and y is less than or equal to r. So that is basically our total. It's like a grid from 1 to 1 and r to r. Leftmost point as 1 to 1 and rightmost uppermost point as r to r. So what's here? So one new here. So, and it's also given that each celebrity will come at different points. Like, you know, this is very important. So that the celebrity Ti is greater than Ti plus 1. So like no two celebrities will come at the same point. And there is a photographer. If you visit that point, if you go into, if you are going from like initially you are at 1 to 1, and you go, if there is any celebrity coming to the intersection coming to the point x comma y at Ti, you can go from 1 to 1 to x comma y with the in the time. It will take the time x minus 1 plus y minus 1. So in this time you can go from like this point to 1 to x comma y. If it is in case if it is less than or equal to Ti, so that would be the, you can take the foot of the celebrity. So once you go to x comma y, from there you will go to another point x1 comma y1. So basically you have to take the maximum number of celebrity photos, and here the very important key is Ti is less than Ti plus 1. So you see, like there is no two periods which have like same number of Ti's. There is no celebrity which come at the same point. So first what I would do, what we have to do is first store the given like celebrities input basically in vector. Then we can do it by dp basically. So let us create a dp of n plus 1. So each celebrity is represented by ci, I would say, like we have given endpoints and the celebrities are like says celebrity I will come at the point xi, yi and ti. Came to the point xi, yi, and it will come at the time ti. So what we can do here is we'll create a dp of n plus 1, just like I am doing it in one index, where dp of I represents the maximum number of celebrities photos that you can take. You can take starting from if you are at like xi comma yi at the time ti. If you are at xi comma ti at time t equal to ta, so the maximum number of celebrities you can take. If you are at xi, yi and at ta, you can take celebrities. So the celebrities should be after xi comma yi. So initially if say you are at like the maximum number of celebrities you can take at xi celebrities which are after which are after, I would say, whose tj is basically whose time, I would say, to visit a grid, whose time at a grid, at any grid, is greater than or equal to ti. So basically like yeah, so dpi represents, yes, the maximum of celebrities photos that you can take if you are at like xi comma yi at the time ti, and you are going to take the photo after after the time ti. You have to count the number of celebrities after the ti. So say like so dpi would be like dpj plus 1 if the distance if the distance between I comma j is less than the distance tj minus ti. Yes, where j is greater than I. Yes, so basically dpi should be dpj plus 1 if, so if and only if this condition holds. This condition dpi equal to, yeah, so where j is greater than I. So we'll just like for all j, what it do for all j greater than I and which is less than n. dpi if distance between, yeah, distance between the point xi by I to xj yj is less than or equal to the difference between the time that you can reach there. Basically you can reach there from xi by I. So dpi would be dpj plus 1. Yes, so at the end what we have to calculate is, so what if like I would say you are at initially 0, right? Yes, like I would like to say x of 0 is equal to x0 x0 will be will be 0. So initially you are at like point initially you are at point like 1 comma 1, right? So x0 is 1 and y0 is 1 and like t0 would be 0. So you calculate dp0 is the answer. Required answer. But like if you see, if you take off n square, because like for calculating each dp value you just take the all the j's, all the j's which are greater than I. For calculating dpi you will take the all the j's which is greater than I, so it will take off n into n, because for each I you're gonna require n minus I terms. So like if you take n minus 1 plus n minus 2 plus n minus 3 and so on, n minus n, which would be like of n square. Okay, but that doesn't give that doesn't enough to get the AC. And that's because like n is 10 power 5, so 10 power 5 into 10 power 5 10 power 5, that is not a good solution. But the key, as I said, all are different, all the times are different, and r is less than or equal to 500. Why do you think r is having very less no, r is the given constraint r is less than or equal to 5, and that's because once if the time between the maximum distance between any 2 points, the maximum distance between any 2 points in a grid, it will be 2 into r minus 1, right? And that's because like you are at like 1 comma 1, the maximum distance it will be from 1 comma 1 to say r comma r, so it will take 2 into r minus 1. So 2 into r minus 1. So if the ti minus tj, if tj minus ti is greater than 2 into r minus 1, then you have to just I'll just increase the page format once again. Page setup is increase to landscape. Yeah, so where we are at, yeah. See, what if like tj is going to increase as j increases, tj going to increase, and the difference between tj and ti going to increase. At some point, if the tj minus ti is greater than 2r minus 1, so if tj minus ti is less than, in case if it is less than 2 into r minus 1, you just gonna do it, you just see whether like the maximum, these are one of the possibilities. So maximum dpi comma dpi, what if like it is greater than, so from that point, from that j, from that index, okay, first of all this has to be taken care of. One more condition. So what if it is if tj is minus ti, tj minus ti is, sorry it's minus here, tj minus ti is greater than 2r minus 1. In that case, you can just take the example of it. You can just, for all j from there, from all j from that j to n, you can take the maximum of dp. So maximum dp plus 1, so equal to maximum of, so dp j dash plus 1, dp j dash plus 1, the prefix max, I would say, like suffix maximum, from there suffix max of with j, sorry j plus 1, whichever you have the max and dp from there, from j, you can just compare only that. So if you say the suffix dp also, suffix max dp, then it will so for now, for each I, at max that you can making is 2 into r minus 1, right? At max. So for each n, you will gonna at max make 2 into r minus 1. Total time will be 2 into r minus 1. So I think which is less, I think, because like n is around 10 power 5, and if I into 2 into r is around 500, so 500 into 2 will be around 183, right? 183. So it will take around 188, but that's okay, that's pretty much it will accept it. So what do you think? What is the best solution there? This is the best solution that we have. Let us go through the code. So what we have is that initially you have like you have taken into n lambda, then we have to take the time also, right? So I would say like the time, the times of the celebrities will be the configuration, I would say, not configuration, event. I would say since event, each of the celebrities coming at central point, I'll just create a struct event where we have like x coordinate and we have y coordinate and we have time. So we create an event of empty event of n+1. Then yeah, we'll take the input of input into event. So event of 0 would be the event of I. We'll just take the input, right? So the input in the form, first it will be for each line time, then our x and y. So it will be time, then it will be x and y. Now we took the input. We have to have the dp, and we need to have even max and dp also. Then we are going to come from right to left, right? So and event 0. So what is event 0? You are at position. Event 0 would be 0 and y would be, okay, you are at 1, and you are at time time 0, right? You are at g, time t equals 0. So what it is, so the thing is that you're gonna just make for j equal to I+1 j. First of all, the minimum dp that you can get is dpi equal to 1. So j less than n and j plus plus, right? Or equal to n, sorry. And the difference between those two times should be less than 2 into r minus 1. So it has to be less than if it is less than, then you have to check it each of them separately. So yeah, so dpi would be the max of dpi comma d. Since you can, if first of all you have to see whether we can reach that point or not. If you can reach that point, so you have to take the distance of I comma j comma event. So we just we'll just write the distance here. Distance would be the absolute value of event jx minus event jy, right? Yeah. No, ix plus this absolute difference between their y coordinates. So then in that case, if the time difference is more or equal to the distance, then only we'll do dpi equal to max of dpi comma, you can reach that j, right? So from dpj plus 1. But what if at the end, okay, you have to store the j. So I will just initialize j here. J is less than or equal to n, and even the difference between those times are less than. In case if j is less than or equal to n, that means that the time there are some elements whose time difference are greater than or equal to t to r minus 1. So in that case, so what you have to do is that dpi equal to maximum of dpi comma the suffix maximum, suffix max dp, suffix max dp. So what we do is that we create a suffix max dp from j, suffix max dp from j plus 1. So what I do after that? So we have to just suffix max, we have to update the suffix max dp with b maximum of suffix max dp I plus 1 comma dp of I. So we are just storing the maximum suffix maximum from the last, from the right end. We are just storing the max of the suffixes. But what if, like, I equal to n? In that case, it is just the dpi, right? Yes. So at the end, what's the answer? At the end, dp0 is the answer. But because, like, you are at initially you are at the point like 1, 1, the time is 0. Then so what's the answer? Just we'll return it. Yeah, that's pretty much the answer. So let us go to the D question now. Okay, D. So this is a good question too. I mean, this was not as tricky as before, but good question, I would say. So what we are given in some permutation of size permutation of array of size n, we have to make it sorted by following some of the operations. The operations are, we have to divide the given array, given the permutation, into some parts, and we have to reverse those parts. For example, here we have, say, 3 to 6. Yes, here they said that, say, we divide this into 3 parts, like 3 6 as one part, like 3 6 as one part, then 2 1 4 as one another part, then 5 7 as one part. Then we have to reverse these parts. So like we are going to parts, then after that we have to reverse the parts. So if we reverse the path, it will be 5 7 2 1 4 and 3 6. So at the end the array is 5 7 2 1 4 and 3 and 6. So you can do this type of operation at most n times. Operations at most n times. And you have to make make array sorted. Yes. So what I would do here is, say n is less than 52, so don't think about the complexity. it is like pretty much less. So here what we think is the constructive algorithm, how you are going to achieve, how you are going to get this array to sorted array. So what we're gonna do is that first we'll make a 1 and 2 together, then we'll make 3 and 2 and 3 together, 4 and then like 3 and 4 together, and similarly and go on, you know, at max we'll make n minus 1 and n together, and once we are together we can easily make yes. So what we do is that, for take the same example, so what we do here is that first we have to make 1 and 2 together. Take this as an example. I will take 1 and 2 together, then we have to make 3 and 2 together. So we made 2 and 1 together. If 3 is left of 2, here 3 is left of 2, so what I should do is that, since we are reversing of parts, you like these, if 2 has to be 1 n and 3 has to be the like, you know, after 2 3 has to come. So like the part should begin with 2. The part should begin with 2. I would say, yeah. And also if it is begin with 6, if it is begin with 3, you know, begin with 3 and 6 as one part, then what answer it would be, so yeah, we have, for example, say we have to make the number x and x plus 1 as adjacent. So what I would do, in case if x plus 1 in the given array, if x plus 1 is before the x, if I can just like, you know, if I group the elements, if I just like if I group just like one element x plus 1, and after x plus 1 after x plus 1 to x has one element, then like if we reverse it, then the part would be like you know, x plus 1, like the parts would be like, if you divide the part like this, yeah, after the x then the x plus 1 comes. So what I do is that first I will make the adjacent 1 and 2, then like 2 and 3. So in case like what I would do, say for example, take this an example. Initially 1 and 2 are like, say, at different positions. Yeah, at different position. So they are not adjacents. So take this as the example. So we have to make x and, see, if I want to make 1 and 2 as adjacents, so what I would do, I will just 6 and 4, I do not know all the numbers which you do not want, like I am not taking it, I am just making into one part, and make 1 5 as one part, you know, and 2 as one part, and 7 as one part. So if you reverse it, then what will become, like 7, then 2, then like 1 5 and 3 6 4, right? So 1 2 1 now became adjacent. So, and this is one case, but what if like 1 comes after 2 comes before 1, say 2 comes before 1. So take this example, 8 2 4 comes before 1. I'll just make the parts which I don't care, I will just put it one part. So one has to be starting, like one has to be one part, and after that two should come. So what I should do, so like one should be the end of some part and two has to be starting of some part. So what I will do is that I'll just like 3, then like 2, okay, then I will just make the 4 1 as one part, then 5 5 6 7 as one part. So what we reverse, what would we get, like 5 6 7, right? Then it's like 4 1, then it's 2, then it's 3. So right now you got 1 and 2 together. So similarly, so no matter how they are, we can make the two numbers x and x plus 1 are x and x plus 1 as adjacent. But once you make 1 and 2 as like 1 and 2, once you make 1 and 2 close, the from next one 2 onwards 3 there will be another conditions. For example, once you made the 1 and 2 close, okay, so take this as an example. Now you have 1 and 2 as close, and we have to make 2 and 3 as consecutive, but without disturbing 2 and 1 as close. So what I would do, so there will be 3 conditions, there will be 4 conditions where 3 would be before 2 and 1 would be after 2 and 1 would be before 1, or 1 would be before 2 or 1 would be after 2, and 3 is before 2 or 3 would be after 2. So these are the 4 conditions that like. So what I would do here is that I'll just make the parts, like 3 has to become after 2, right? So I will just make 3 and 6 as one part, and 2 as one part, 1 as one part, then 4 5 7 as one other part. So if we reverse the parts, what would we get? Like 4 5 7, right? Then like 1, then 2, then 3 6, right? Like so because like now 3 is coming after 2, but without like 2 is like coming after 1. So the 2 and 1 are consecutive. So what if 2 come before 1? So 3 1 2, then like 6 4 5 7. We have to make the parts. So like 2 and 1 are constant, right? So I'll just like make 3 into one part, like 1 2 in other part, and 6 4 5 7 in other part. 6 4 5 7 is other one. So once we reverse the parts, what would we get is 6 4 5 7 6 4 5 7, and it's like what we do 1 2 then 3. So now 2 3 are close, and without like still 1 2 and 2 are 1 and 2 are close. But what if like 3 comes after 2? So you take the same example, first one, 3 comes after 2, right? So with the 2, 1 is before, 1 is after 2 only. So here like 7 3. So what I would do, without we have to make, okay, we have to make the parts without we have to make the parts such that 1 and 2 should be consecutive even after the change. So since 3 is after, the part in which the 3 is there, it has to be end, and the part in which the 2 is there, it has to be start, and it should be there just before the part of 3. So what I would do is like 7 6 is one part, then 2 1 is one part, then 4 5 3 is one part, right? Because once we reverse it, what would be the answer? 4 5 3, okay, then it's 2 1, then 7 6. And what if 1 is before 2? In that case, I'll just make the part of 1 and 2 are like different. So the condition should be is 3 is coming before 2, right? So 1 and 2. So what I would do, the part in which the 3 is there, the just before part should be contain 2, and the ending of that part should be 2. So what I should do, 7 6 as one part, I don't care about like now I'm taking care only 2 and 3, and like so 1 and 2 in the different parts because we are just reversing it, right? So 3 will come before 2 and 1 should come after 2. So like we are making 1 and 2 a different part. After 2, like 4, 5, 3 should be in one part. So once we reverse it, so what in that case, like 4, 5, 3 is one part, then 2, then 1, then 7, 6. So you see that. So no matter how they are, you can just make them are consecutive. So suppose say you made 1, 2, 3. So at each step you are making x and x plus 1 consecutive, where x goes from where 1 is less than or equal to x is less than n. So you make x and x plus 1 as adjacent starting from x equal to 1 to n minus 1. So what I would do is that, so at a time of doing x and x plus 1, you already made 1, 2, 3 and so on x as a consecutive. So in an array, it would be like 1, 2, 3 and so on x, and the x plus 1 be at some point. So what I would do is make 4 x from 1 to n minus 1. So what I would do is, for x from 1 to n minus 1, I have to make x and make consecutive x and x, right? X comma x plus 1 in a vector b. So what I would do, and then make consecutive x comma b, I just make say px is the position of x, and px1 is the position of x plus 1. So you have 4 conditions, right? So if px is less than px1, so if px1 is less than px, then what? Like px1 is x1 is before, and so and 1, 2, 3 and px and so yeah, I will go to next here. And px minus 1, right? Minus 1, position of x minus 1. So position of x minus 1. In case if px1 is like px m1, if in this configuration, so what I would do, I will just so if this is in this configuration, like we are at like x plus 1 is like this, x plus 1, then we have some numbers, then we have 1, 2, 3 and so on x, and we have some numbers. What I would do, we have some numbers, so what I would do is here, this combination, what I would do, I'll just make the before the part lengths would be, I'll just make till x plus 1 as one part, so px1 as one part, then x plus 1 as one, like before x plus 1 as one part, then x plus 1 some separate part, and the from x plus 1 to x as one part, so px minus px1, and after the remaining as one more part, so px minus 1, yeah. So this would be the path lengths, or if it in different condition, like px1 is pxm1. So in that case the question is like this. the configuration is in this case. Now it will be in the decreasing order. So x minus 3 or 5 4 3 2 1. It's a decreasing form. In that case, the path length, parts length, it would be till before x plus 1 has one part. It's obvious. So px1. Then from x plus 1 to x plus 1 to just before x has one part. So yeah, so as one part. Then 1 1 1 1 as n times, or x times. So each number from x to 1 as one parts, and the other at the end, the remaining as another part. Similarly, we do the same thing for same thing if px is greater than 1. So that is x plus 1 come after, x plus 1 will come after x. So if the configuration is like this, so here it is x, then like so on, like 4 3 2 1. If the configuration is like this, so in this case what I would do, the path length is before x has one part, right? Then like till x to x plus 1 as other part. So till to x to x plus 1 as other part, and x plus 1 as one part, the remaining all the elements as one another part. Or if it is like this, if it is in the configuration is like this, here it is x, it is like 1 2 3 4. So the configuration is like this, like 1 2 3 4 and so on x. After some position there are x plus 1 there. So in these conditions, the path length would be first it would be n minus I would say, yeah, px, out of that, like all these elements like before 1 has one part. So px minus x, px plus 1 minus x. Then 1 1 1, like parts of 1 1 length, x times. Okay, then we have is that the from a x plus 1 to, from px plus 1 to px1, there is another part. So px1 minus px, and after px, so there is another part. So n minus px minus 1 as one more part. So these are the path lengths, and after this one we have to apply the operation on vertex v with path lengths. Okay, yeah, this is a pretty much okay. So there one more thing. So once we have done that, so once we made the consecutive like a 1 2 3 4 and so on, like n minus 1 n, the final configuration will be one of the two configuration, whether like all are increasing or either all are decreasing. So in this case, you apply one more step where you can just make each of the number as one part, and we reverse it. Then the complete parts are like the parts, even the parts are like n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3, and so on 1. So then after reversing, what would we get is 1 2 no 3 and so on again. So this is the required. So in n position we got the answer. So let us go through the code. Given number of test cases. So given, so what we are going to do. So yeah. So each solve we are gonna solve here. So first we have to take the input. The input is like int n. We took the input n. We take the input array. So what I do here is we take the first we have to take the input, right? So once we take the input, then what? We'll just make the consecutive. Make 4 int x equal to 0. Oh, sorry, x equal to 1 to x less than n. X plus plus. Make consecutive. Just x comma b. So what I would do is take x and vector b. First what we do, and we have to also make the function apply operation. So given the parts, so vector to be given parts length. So what we do is that for each part of each part will have some length, right? So for each part have a length. So for each part we'll just push the answer okay. So in the result we are storing the result array. What I would do is into j equal to I plus part length minus 1. So you would do is from into k equal to j into k less than equal to I into k plus plus. I'm gonna push in the reverse way. I'm gonna push the elements in the reverse way. So result the push back. So element which is kj vk in the reverse order, and once we complete I would be increased by part length. Yes, and at the end we have to just reverse the given the result so that the reverse. To reverse the result, we will just return the result. So if we given a parts, then we can do it like this. So what I would do, first of all I will find the position of px plus 1 so in px, which will be in px and px1, right? So into n is the size of v dot size, yes. In case if vi is equal to x, what I would do here, I'll just px equal to I, so I stood in the position of I. In case if vi is equal to x plus 1, in this case px1 will equal to I plus 1. So we are going to see the each of the conditions, right? So first of what we are making is the make consecutive. So yes, so here I just implementing this point, so that when you can do it yourself. I just like implemented the whatever that I have said, just these parts. So once I do that, we'll just return. We have to apply the parts. So like we have to apply the parts. So apply v comma. We just applied the parts here itself, and once we applied, we will just return the v. Just like we apply, that's enough. So once we apply, what we do is that after all, if v0, in case if it is decreasing, if it is decreasing, then like parts would be all once n times. So part would be n times, so apply v comma parts. And once we do that, I'll just while applying each of the parts, we'll just we'll also just print what are the parts we are applying. Your parts dot size, like, and print vector. And parts. Yeah, we applied the parts, then yeah, that would pretty much the answer. I hope you understood this question. It was little hard to explain, but I hope you understood the question. If you have any doubts, please reply in the comment section. For the next question, I'll just say what is the algorithm. So what do we have here? So what we have here is that initially we have here given a odd number x. Initially we have given odd number x. Then what? We can either make like XOR. Then on the board we can like either do two operations, x plus x or XOR x. Like in the board we have some initially the board we have one board. Initially the board will have only one number x. You have to take two numbers from the boards. The two numbers can no need to be distance, they can be the same number, and we have to just you can make, if you take the two numbers x and y, you can just make x or y and x plus y, and we'll put any of these x or y or x plus y on the board. So we have to see, we have to get 1. So here if you see, you have to get 1. For suppose take the given question 3. Initially we board have 3. So what it did was, first 3 plus 3. Initially BO or board have only 3. Then what we did, like we added the 3 plus 3, which is 6, and we included that in the board. You have to write the our goal is write 1 on the board. So initially we did 3 plus 3, so we included 6. Now what they have did is like, let me see what they did. So then what they did is 3 XOR 6, which will give us, which will give 5. Then what they did is 3 plus 5, which will give us 8. So we include 8 in this one. And what they did is 3 plus 6 again, 3 plus 6, which will make 9 on the board. And finally 8 XOR 9, taking 2 numbers, and which make 1. So we have written the board 1 on the board, so that would be the right answer. So basically we have to return the operations. So how do you do is, we use the theorem where like a GCD of xy, if GCD of xy is 1, GCD of xy is 1, then then there exists ax, there exists ab such that ax plus ax equal to 1 plus by. So we have given x, we have given x equal to odd. Okay, so first of all steps, what we do is that, since let us find the maximum 2 power e such that it is less than or equal to x, maximum for e such that it is less than or equal to x. Then we have GCD of then what I want to do is that we will multiply x into, so what if x into 2a, XOR x, so we notice that y equal to 2 power e, no, sorry, 2 power e, 2 power e, okay, sorry, into 2 power e XOR x is equal to, which is this one, 2 power e into 2 power e, 2 power e plus 1 into x minus 2 power e plus 1. Okay, so this one you can easily observe, because like say take x equal to, if you x, so what it is like, will be easily observable, I think. 2 power e into, no, 2 is or x will be